Martyn, thanks for talking to us before we look at Bristol Rovers in round one of the Carabao Cup tomorrow night. A win to start the season, your thoughts?
Well, it was, yes, it's a win, and it's a great win. To go there and get a win is fantastic. When the fixture list came out, I was so excited because you go into the biggest stadium in the league and you know what it's going to be like the first game of the season. Their fans are going to have such a noise in there, and it was brilliant. That first part of the game was obviously intense, and it was tough for our lads, but they stuck in. They managed to pull together, and we saw that out, and then we were able to get a little bit of a stamp on the game, really. Particularly after the goal helped, didn't it? Obviously, and then after half time, after the manager had made a few little tweaks and stuff like that, then we were able to come out and really not dominate, but really hold the game there in our control for 20-25 minutes. And we got the second goal, and that gave us a little bit of breathing space. And obviously then they got the goal. I mean, the sending off seemed to help them, really. And then they got the goal, and it was backs to the wall, and we were able to see it out, even though it was almost like an extra time, really.
Just touching on perhaps the mental side of it, what can the lads learn from 13 additional minutes, seeing that out? It's a huge moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was. I actually found that it was quite surreal, really, when the 13 went up. I thought it was 3, and I was like, no, and then it was 13. I was, wow, that is a lot of time to see out. And actually, you felt quite calm because actually that's a long period of time rather than like 3, 4, 5 minutes. Whereas 4 or 5 minutes, you're looking at your watch. Whereas when it came out at 13, I was like, wow, that's almost. You play an extra time, and really he added on another minute and a half, so it was 14 and a half. It's almost like playing extra time, really. And the lads did really well. They saw it out. They were really going gung-ho at the time, and we could have picked them off better, I thought. Especially on the counter-attack, we had a number of opportunities. We could have picked it off and made it easier, but in some ways it's good, really, because we saw it out, and the spirit in the group, and afterwards we were obviously pleased in the dressing room, and it was tough, so good result, particularly how the game went.
And someone that came on and played their part for their debut, Hutchinsons, just wondered what you thought of his performance. Great to see him get out there. Yeah,
great to see him get out there. I mean, he hasn't played loads of games like that. He's had obviously a few games in the first team at Chelsea, but he hasn't had loads of games like that where it's so intense and so important to do your jobs and that, and he'll learn from that game. Yeah, definitely.
Everyone okay from a physical point of view?
Yeah, I mean, it was really tough, and quite a few lads were in yesterday to get their recovery and get their massages and their different type of modalities to try and get themselves ready again, and I feel like they all came through it.
But also with a busy week, it's been highlighted, the manager said there'll be some changes, and that's an opportunity for people to get out there tomorrow night. And what do you expect from Bristol Rovers?
Well, they're a good team, and they're on a progression, really, in terms of they got promoted the year before. They had stability last year in terms of not just staying in the league, but putting their stamp on, and they're a good footballing team. We've obviously started to watch them now, and they've got some good players. They've signed some good players as well. From other teams in League One that we always thought were decent players as well. So it'll be a tough game for us tomorrow night, and they've changed a little bit of their structure. I mean, they're always quite flexible with the systems they play, and they went 4-4-2 at the weekend, and it'll be a tough game. And they've got 2 decent strikers up front, and it depends what changes they make as well. Obviously, you always with these games in the cup, you don't know necessarily what the team will be because lots of people make changes, some people don't, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow.
First time out at Portman Road this season as well. Are you in the group looking forward to it? It's been some changes.
Yeah, so we're here today to have a little look at the pitch. The pitch is different. Obviously, they've put a lot of investment the club has into the pitch, and the players get a feel for that today. And then obviously tomorrow night, looking forward to playing on it and seeing the quality of the pitch of it. And then we've got another one at the weekend as well. So it gives us a good chance to have a feel for it today and tomorrow, and then at the weekend as well.